She's actually a friend of mine, so I wanted to show you how I set up my studio or my beauty room for when I have a client coming to me. So I'm going to start in the bathroom and work my way in. Okay, so luckily my house is set up where they'll just come through the front door, come straight through, keep the door shut if the room's a mess, can't really see, keep the living room cleaned up, and then they'll just come straight back. And then they'll go right in through this little bathroom. It's a little half bath. And there's a sink here. This is where I wash my brushes. I just washed them, so it's kind of a mess. But I did try to wipe it out, but it's got some foundation stained. And here's the little half bathroom. And I make sure I clean the toilet. There's toilet paper and feminine care products. And then we will make our way into the beauty room. And here's my vanity. It's kind of a mess, but we won't even be using any of that. I lit a little candle just to set the mood and make sure the room smells nice. And I will say when they get here that I will say, if it's too strong, I can put it out, just let me know. So, because some people are sensitive to scents and candles and things. And so here I have my little antique vanity chair, and I just like to set out some snacks and some water because I had three clients originally today, and now we're down to 2 because one got called into work, so I'll just do her practice later. So I have 2 coming today, so I just get out enough snacks and water for 2 people, set those out because, as you know, most of the time if you're doing makeup for an event, it can take at least 45 minutes to an hour per person to do a full face of makeup, depending on what kind of look they want, and sometimes even longer if they want to make changes, and usually that happens at the practice. So I like to set out some snacks in case they get hungry or whatever, and yeah, just get the room nice and cleaned up. I've got my light on. I hope it's not blinding you. Once she is here, her guest will sit here in this little antique bench, and I will start with the first client. I'll probably start with the bride today, and her mother's coming, so whoever wants to go first, vice versa, whatever works. Whoever wants to go first is fine. So they will just sit here. I've got my brushes laid out. I give my Ipsy bags to my clients as just a little thank you, and I put a business card and a sample makeup or perfume in there just as a little thank you to them for choosing me to work for their event. So yeah, here is my studio chair, and I love this thing. It saves my back. I don't have to bend over to reach them. And then over here in these pockets I have some robes. I have a white one and a black floral one, and of course the brides usually like to use the white satin one, just so no makeup drops on their clothes or anything. And then over here I have my makeup brushes. These are all Morphe brushes, and this is a BH Cosmetics brush belt. I don't usually wear it because it loosens up very easily, so I just like to lay it out and I can just see and grab whatever I need. All my brushes are clean and ready to go and laid out where I can easily get to them. I'm not using dirty makeup brushes or using my personal ones. I just have these clean and laid out and looking nice and professional for the client. So next I have my kit over here, and I have it taken apart. I usually have it on the table, but because the table's a mess, I just set it down here and I can get to it easily. But everything's just laid out. This is my airbrush. I really don't have a whole lot of people wanting airbrush makeup, but I do have that available. And whatever makeup I'm going to be using from my kit right here. And these are just the top boxes of my kit that I lay those out because I can't really, they don't open like drawers. And then the bottom part of my kit, like this, closes up, and then you can set these on top. Here's the bottom part, and you just open it up, and I've got some drawers here with foundations, Makeup Forever, and the Tarte full coverage foundations. So these are more light to medium coverage, and then these are full coverage. I will mix them, make different shades. I've also got this darker Smashbox BB cream, and I did have a few more of those in here. I'm not sure where they are. And more foundations. These are just drugstores. I like to use these as mixers if I'm running low on something. I've got some eyeshadow pigments, glitters. I use this to set the lid a lot of times. A MAC pigment, just mostly bridal and prom shades because that's mostly what I do. And then I have my lash drawer. I've got some highlighters in here, different styles of lashes to choose from. And then down here I have all the palettes that I keep in my kit. And I will do like a full kit review, but this is like a contour kit, highlight kit, bronzer palette, lipstick palette. This is really, really handy. This is the Ben 9 Media Pro HD Foundation 18 color Global Sheer Foundation color palette. And it's got all these shades as much because I have so many foundations that I can just mix up pretty quickly. So anyway, that is pretty much everything, I believe. So if you'd like to see a full video on how I became a makeup artist, or a video of me showing you everything that I keep in my kit, comment below and I will be sure to do that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I thank you all so much for watching. I love you all, and Jesus loves you too. God bless you. Bye.